News this morning, as the risk of return of orders we experienced in March could be increasing. Small business owners worry they might have to shut down for good. And Pikeville Medical Center has its sights set on expanding what services they can provide to keep people healthy here in the mountains.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning, I'm Lacey Roberts, and thank you for joining us on Mountain News This Morning. Today is Wednesday, July 22nd, and it is also a severe weather alert day. Let's go ahead and bring in Brandon Robinson so we can see what that weather is that we can expect for this morning. Good morning, Brandon.
Good morning, Lacey. And this morning, not too bad so far. We had some overnight rain, some early morning rain, but I think things will be pretty calm until we get into the heat of the day, like always. Partly to mostly cloudy skies, and you saw that rain there move through in the overnight hours. Maybe a few stray showers still out there lingering in spots this morning, but mainly dry for the moment. We take a look at temperatures, and they are in the upper 60s and low 70s across the region. Ashland and Logan at 73, and then we've got several spots there, including Somerset, Williamsburg, Harlan, Hazard, Jonesville, and Wise, all at 68 this morning. Some rain cool there down that way where they had some showers and storms overnight. Storms have been around throughout the yesterday evening through the overnight hours, and they will be around today. Scattered chances we had deeper into the morning, but the best chances come after lunchtime there in the afternoon hours, heat of the day, and they will likely continue as that front continues to pass through going into the evening hours. We'll have the full forecast and track all those storms for you coming up in just a few minutes. Lacey.
Thank you, Brandon. Pikeville Medical Center has its sights set on vascular surgery. Whether it is varicose veins or stent placement, hospital officials believe that PMC is ahead of most facilities. WYMT's Buddy Forbes has more from PMC attending their vascular surgeon.
Dr. Nancy Clark knows all about Eastern Kentucky.
It is an interesting story and an interesting situation. I grew up here. I was here in Pikeville until I went to college.
And the medical issues that are prevalent here in the hills.
There's a lot of smoking here. There's a lot of diabetes. There's a lot of social situations that just need a little bit of tender, loving care.
So she brought her knowledge to Pikeville Medical Center to work as a vascular surgeon.
Reroutes the blood through here, and this all clots and goes away.
Focused on veins and arteries, from aortic aneurysms to dialysis access.
The aneurysm is a weakening of the wall of the aorta, so it's like developing a bubble on the aorta, like an inner tube in a tire that's about to blow out. And a blockage is similar to having a clogged pipe. It's like having rust in a pipe.
Using procedures not available anywhere else in the area.
And when you pull the catheter back, this unsheaths and it'll open. In the past, to fix that required a major surgery with a large incision and lots of complications. The technology now is very advanced, and we can do this usually with just 2 needle sticks in the groin.
With a team that she says is capable of addressing issues with small incisions and shorter recovery time.
So we need a team that can run this machine, can handle the endograph, the wires and catheters, and we have that here.
Keeping the blood flowing. In Pikeville, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
Dr. Clark says that many people have a family history of aneurysms. She encourages people to be aware of those connections and stay ahead of things to better prevent any further issues. And a baby from Knox County is home after 620 days in the hospital. Doctors are calling legend Denver Ashton a miracle. In May of 2018, Caitlin Asher found out that she was pregnant, and things were going well until taking a turn at 10 weeks. She was told that she had a molar pregnancy, meaning that she would miscarry within a few weeks. At 15 weeks, she ended up at UK Medical Center with serious health conditions. Doctors urged her to terminate the pregnancy.
They really told me that, it's not gonna work. Like, I'm either gonna lose my own life or we're gonna lose him in the process. And after I had him, it was just like they couldn't believe it, either.
Legend was born October 26, 2018 at just 24 weeks, weighing 1 pound, 7 ounces. WYMT's Emily Bennett has more on Legend's path from birth to his homecoming coming up in our 6 o'clock hour right here on Mountain News This Morning. And on Monday, Governor Beshear mentioned that if cases do not begin to decrease in Kentucky, a return of orders that we did experience in March could be on the horizon. For small business owners, the past 4 months have brought struggles. WYMT's Will Puckett has more from a small business owner who says March-like closings could spell disaster.
In a news briefing Monday, Governor Andy Beshear said if things do not change, there may have to be tough decisions made.
If we get shut back down to where we can't have people coming in, I don't look for that to happen. I look for that push, because listen, at that time when all this started, people still had money coming in.
Sean Thatcher and his wife own Thatcher's Downtown, and lately, even with capacity opened up, they've seen their business dwindle.
We went from, probably doing, when they went from 33% to 50%, we probably started losing business for whatever reason. I don't know why that happened.
While they make sure to follow all of the guidelines, Thatcher struggles with the thought of another shutdown.
As a community, we really need to step it up a little bit on supporting these local restaurants. This is not just me. If you don't like what we cook here, that's perfectly fine. There's other restaurants here that are locally owned that have great food.
That's because even at 50% capacity, he is closing his North Fork Grill in order to save Thatcher's Downtown.
When this is all over, if those people don't keep coming, even though we don't have a big music show or some kind of something going on, or bike nights and things like that, we're not going to be here for you to come to in next year or 6 months when all this is over.
It is a tough decision that Thatcher and his wife are making, but it is also a plea to others to shop local, so they have his restaurant and others when all of this is over. In Breathitt County, Will Puckett, WYMT Mountain News.
Thatcher says that the closing of North Fork Grill is planned to be temporary. They hope to train many of the workers there to be able to work at Thatcher's Downtown. And the North Fork Music Festival is one of the latest events to be scrapped due to COVID-19. Officials in downtown Hazard made the decision to cancel this weekend's event after Governor Beshear announced new guidelines on Monday limiting gatherings to 10 people or less. Downtown Coordinator Bailey Richards says that while the decision was not one they wanted to make, they were prepared for the possibility.
If this had come completely out of the blue, it would have really hurt more than it does, knowing that it was entirely possible. We have seen so many other festivals, Black Gold Festival, that have all run into this year, and so we weren't, completely thinking that this was not even a possibility.
Richards also says that the city officials hope to bring everybody together for Oktoberfest this fall. And as the college football season gets closer, we still don't have a clearer picture on fall sports, especially football. The SEC was set to make a decision in late July on the start of fall sports season, but the commissioner now says the timeline will likely be pushed back due to the recent surge in COVID-19 cases. Meanwhile, both the Big Ten and Pac-12 have already cut their schedules to conference only. As for the high school level, the Bluegrass State awaits a decision on Tuesday, July 28th, for what August and the start of the season may look like. And two former coal industry workers held a demonstration Tuesday morning in Pikeville showing off a new innovation. A designer says that it's something that can impact the mountains in a unique way. WYMT's Tommy Poole talked with them and has more.
A mower like no other.
We went from the prototype straight to sales.
Floyd County's Mark Halbert and W.C. Porter worked in the coal industry.
They've seen the downturn. They've been impacted by the downturn.
Instead of moving away,
they've built something new and manufacture it right here in eastern Kentucky.
To start the mower, we power up the transmitter. That turns the ignition on.
That being a remote control lawnmower.
The main motivation behind this whole vision is to create a safe way to mow the central Appalachia and beautify this area.
Many cities in the area have steep slopes and other treacherous terrain to maintain.
There was horror stories after horror stories of people getting hurt, people getting killed.
That is when Slopemaster LLC teamed up with SOAR.
We've helped these people with some strategic consulting, referred them to people that can help them further with financing and marketing and that type of thing.
The company has built 6 machines doing demonstrations for cities and local businesses.
We just keep innovating, so we just keep finding ways to just make them better and better.
Exceeding expectations and setting new goals.
Make as many as we possibly can, as long as we can, and stay in this area and create some jobs.
Helping the area they love in the new way that they can. In Pikeville, Tommy Poole, WYMT Mountain News.
The mowers can reach up to 1,200 feet, and you can learn more at theslopemaster.com. And time is running out for people to file for disaster relief loans through the Small Business Administration. People who were impacted by flooding in February are eligible, but they must file within the next 13 days. To apply, you can head over to disasterloanassistance.sba.gov. Well, just ahead on Mountain News this morning, one Georgia family wants your help to make their matriarch's birthday special as she celebrates turning 105 years old.
And the possibility for some strong to severe storms on the table this afternoon. We'll continue to track it out for you in about 3 minutes.